Most people think the book of Revelation is a terrifying code book of doom. Beasts, dragons, blood moons, global destruction. But what if I told you it's actually a war story, a love story, a victory story, and you've been reading it upside down? Today, you're going to see the book of Revelation like you've never seen it before. Not as a confusing riddle, but as a clear call to courageous faith. This isn't about escape, it's about endurance. It's not a horror story, it's a hope story. Because if you miss this, you'll keep fearing the future, instead of conquering the present. Let's reset everything you thought you knew. Let's understand Revelation, the real story. Revelation is not a puzzle to be solved. It's a picture book, a portrait, a panoramic vision. It doesn't predict a timeline of end-time events like a news ticker. It reveals Jesus. The very first verse tells us that the revelation of Jesus Christ. It's not the revelation of the Antichrist. It's not the revelation of America's downfall. It's the revealing of the King of Kings. And if you understand that one shift, everything changes. You stop chasing headlines. You start chasing holiness. You stop trying to escape. You start learning how to overcome. Revelation wasn't written to entertain conspiracy theorists. It was written to encourage suffering Christians, persecuted, marginalized, weary believers in the Roman Empire. Just like you and me today. It's not about charts. It's about courage. If you've ever felt like Revelation repeats itself, you're not crazy. That's intentional. The book is like a spiral staircase. You keep circling the same core themes from different angles. 7 seals, 7 trumpets, 7 bowls. It's not a sequence of different events. It's one event told 7 ways, like a slow-motion replay from every camera angle. So stop trying to read Revelation like a left-to-right timeline. Start reading it like a symphony, with repeated themes, rising intensity, and a final crescendo. Each cycle brings you closer to the heart of the story. Jesus wins. His church endures. The enemy loses. In the Gospels, we see Jesus humble, riding a donkey, washing feet hanging on a cross. In Revelation, he doesn't ride a donkey, he rides a white war horse. His eyes are like flames, his voice like rushing waters. His robe is dipped in blood, but it's his own blood, shed before the battle even began. He is the lion who conquered by becoming a lamb. And he didn't stop being the lamb. In Revelation chapter 5, heaven weeps because no one is worthy to open the scroll of history until the lion shows up. But when John turns, he doesn't see a lion. He sees a lamb standing as though it had been slain. What kind of king wins by dying? What kind of power bleeds for his people? That's the paradox of Revelation. The lamb is the warrior. The throne is a cross. Victory looks like sacrifice. Every story has a villain. But in Revelation, it's not just one, it's a counterfeit trinity. You have the dragon who mimics the Father, the beast who mimics the Son, and the false prophet who mimics the Spirit. It's the ultimate knockoff brand. Evil trying to imitate glory. And their goal? Not just destruction, but deception. Because the enemy knows he can't defeat the church. So he tries to distract her. He uses power, politics, pressure, economic threats, cultural lies. The mark of the beast isn't about barcodes, it's about allegiance. Revelation forces one question: whose mark is on your life? Here's the twist most people miss. The Great Battle of Armageddon? It's not a back-and-forth war. It's over before it begins. Jesus speaks, the enemy falls. No struggle, no suspense, just sovereign victory. And that's how you win too. Revelation doesn't say hide from the beast, it says conquer him, by the blood of the Lamb and the word of your testimony. This book is your battle manual, not how to escape suffering, but how to endure it. Not how to predict the future, but how to persevere in the present. Not how to bunker down, but how to stand up. Revelation ends with 2 feasts. One is the wedding supper of the Lamb, where Jesus welcomes his bride. The other, a grotesque banquet, where the birds feast on the flesh of the defeated. Here's the bottom line. You're either at the wedding feast, or you are the feast. No middle ground, no neutral zone, but the invitation is still open. The Spirit and the bride say, come. Now the finale. A new city comes down from heaven. Not we who go up, but it that comes down. A garden becomes a city. Eden, reborn. The curse, reversed. No more tears, no more death. And here's the miracle. God makes his home with us. The story doesn't end with escape to a cloud. It ends with God moving into the neighborhood. He's not just preparing a place for you. He's preparing you for the place. A place where holiness is the air we breathe. A place where every wound is healed. A place where the Lamb is the light. Let's bring it home. If Revelation is true, and it is, then the pressure you're under today, it has an expiration date. The pain you're carrying, it's not the end of the story. The powers that seem unbeatable, already defeated. You're not just waiting for victory, you're walking in it. You are part of a kingdom that cannot be shaken. You are a citizen of a city that cannot be conquered. You are sealed by the Spirit, covered by the blood, held by the Lamb. So when culture mocks you, remember the Lamb reigns. When fear rises, remember the Lamb wins. When you feel alone, remember the Lamb walks among the lampstands. He is with you. So now you've seen Revelation differently. Not as a horror movie, but as a victory anthem. Not a secret code for the curious, but a survival guide for the courageous. You were never meant to decode this book alone. You were meant to be changed by it. Because once you see Jesus as the conquering Lamb, you can never unsee it. And once you understand that Revelation is a love letter from the battlefield, you'll start living like someone already on the winning side. Here's the question. Are you living like someone who's already conquered? The Lamb didn't die so you could survive. He died so you could overcome. And the church isn't called to retreat. She's called to radiate, to shine like lampstands in the darkness. So don't waste time arguing over headlines. Don't get distracted by speculation. Start living with gospel urgency. Feed the hungry. Speak the truth. Endure suffering. Love your enemies. Refuse compromise. Worship the Lamb no matter the cost. That's how you understand Revelation. If this reframed everything for you, if you saw Jesus more clearly than ever before, then don't keep this to yourself. Share this with someone who's afraid of the future. Comment below with what stood out to you. And subscribe for more biblical clarity in a chaotic world. This isn't the end. It's only the beginning. Because the Lamb has conquered. Now go and live like it.